Hello, I'm Taeha, and today we're going to talk about something that's very important to me, to my platforms, and that is why mechanical keyboards. Ever since starting this channel, I get asked all the time, why do you spend so much on mechanical keyboards? Why do you own so many mechanical keyboards? And to that, my answer is, why not? With how affordable they've gotten, keyboards have kind of become a piece of technology that people take for granted. Pick one up for $20 and if it breaks, just buy another one. And there's nothing wrong with this, depending on life-related variables such as finances or occupation. This may be the optimal solution for you. But if you're someone like me who types, edits, or games regularly, maybe it's time to think differently about the keyboard. To most, keyboards are thought of as uninteresting tools simply meant to get our tasks done. But that's precisely why I think people should care about their keyboards. So much of our daily activities rely on them. If we think about it, a lot of us spend as much time, if not more, in front of a computer on a keyboard as we do on our smartphone or other everyday tech. So why shouldn't we invest in something that we use so often? Desktops are still very much alive, and the custom PC building scene is still ever growing. So many people are spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars on nice computers and laptops, only to interface them through uncomfortable, unesthetic, and oftentimes cacophonous keyboards. Now, whenever I tell anyone this, immediately the first question I naturally get asked is, does an expensive mechanical keyboard type better? Truth of the matter is, no, not really. A cheap membrane keyboard can still do most of what a mechanical keyboard can. And from purely a functional standpoint, both will serve its purpose well of inputting characters and not much more. And yet there is this rapidly growing community of people spending hundreds on mechanical keyboards and going so far as to even custom build them, like myself. In order to explain why this is the case, let me first give you an analogy. I am shooting my videos as of late on a Canon C200, a cinema camera, which is already overkill for YouTube. Chances are you're aware a lot of the larger tech tubers shoot on red cinema camera systems, which cost more than a lot of cars. Purchasing a cinema camera doesn't suddenly turn me or others into a great YouTuber. I still need to make meaningful and engaging content, and that's not something upgrading my gear will magically create. However, and maybe if you're a gearhead like me, you can relate, it does indirectly help me in the sense that it makes me feel good about making videos. Every time I pick up my C200, I feel inspired and it makes me excited to play around with it. It makes me want to shoot videos, and this positive mentality will manifest itself in my creativity and content. I think the same applies to keyboards. A more expensive mechanical keyboard won't suddenly improve your typing habits, it won't write your essays for you, and it definitely isn't what separates a professional gamer from a casual. However, an encouraging environment can positively impact one's performance. This is why so many people spend so much time curating their desk setups. I truly believe a nice mechanical keyboard, especially when tailored to your needs, can inspire you to type better for longer periods of time, or make gaming more enjoyable, which may help improve your performance. When you can get your keyboard to look, feel, and sound exactly the way you want it to, it makes you feel good every time you place your hands on it to start your work. And that's a lot more important than it might sound. You see, for the better part of the 21st century, keyboards have in all honesty progressed backwards to some degree due to factors such as the rise of mass production and a general shift for slimmer and smaller hardware. People are getting frustrated with the current state of keyboards, and in some cases, keyboards have become a roadblock to fight against instead of a tool meant for productivity. But the scene is changing. For the past decade, the enthusiast mechanical keyboard scene has almost been like an underground community, quietly experimenting with ways to innovate and change every single aspect about a keyboard, while mechanical keyboards shifted to be marketed as gaming peripherals to the general public, for better or for worse. Within the past few years, however, the niche hobby of custom mechanical keyboards has seen increasing spotlight time, and it's quickly making its way to mainstream media, bringing in a ton of interested newcomers. And with this comes new products, new vendors, innovation, and content creators like myself. There are so many ways to customize and tailor a mechanical keyboard nowadays that the world is currently unaware of. From finding the perfect spring weight that best suits your finger strength to changing the material and cutouts on the plate to achieve the perfect amount of firmness in the typing experience, as well as an endless exploration from the hundreds of switches out there. To most, mechanical keyboards are still stereotyped by gamer aesthetics with RGB everywhere and loud clicky switches, but this only scratches the surface of what a mechanical keyboard can be. Mechanical keyboards can be high-end, they can sound pleasant, they can look elegant. And there are so many things you can change about a keyboard to differentiate the typing experience when it comes to the tactile response and acoustics. Additionally, as individualism has progressed in society, the mechanical keyboard is also quickly becoming another avenue of self-expression for working professionals and students alike when it comes to the visuals. No longer do you need to have a drab eyesore at the center of your workspace. You can find keycaps and keyboards with all kinds of different color schemes and design languages, as well as a growing range of accompanying accessories like desk mats and custom cables. With the explosion of industries such as tech, esports, and content creation, displaying a bit of your personality through your custom mechanical keyboards is now something that many are quickly becoming able to relate to. So why mechanical keyboards? We often fill our senses with rich flavors and pleasant aromas, but how often do we take care in the things we touch? To me, the mechanical keyboard is a tactile gateway to the computers we build our lives around, especially in this digital day and age. It's also one of the most underrated and misunderstood pieces of technology. I've been making custom mechanical keyboards and creating videos regarding them for the past couple years because I truly am passionate about this tool that so much of my life revolves around. And to some extent, mechanical keyboards aren't even about mechanical keyboards anymore. There's tons of enthusiast communities and events that I engage myself with socially every day, and I've met tons of great people who I now consider my friends. And it's very addicting once you learn about what's out there and bond with others over the simple idea of a keyboard. So, if you're ready to dive into the world of mechanical keyboards, then you've come to the right place. This video is just the first of a series where I'll be going through and explaining how to get started in this hobby, as well as various technical aspects regarding mechanical keyboards. So sit back, hang tight, maybe grab a cup of coffee, and until next time, see ya nerds.